Hello, and welcome to the Hermit Lab. Today we'll be doing a Mandala Flow. Welcome. Wow, here she comes. Circle, circle, circle. And very good. Hi, Marge. All right, so like I said, today we're doing a Mandala Flow. So what that means is we're actually going to go all around the mat and all the way back around again, and probably another full time around and around and around. So we're going all over the world. Hope you like the playlist. We'll get started right out the gate at the top of the mat. Find your stance, find your feet. The eyes can close if that feels right. Roll the shoulders up. And glide them down the back. Let the palms face forward. Tadasana, mountain pose, like ta-da. Just stand. Breath in. Hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Look up. Soften the knees, forward fold. Let the head drop. Find a halfway lift, long spine. Frame the feet. Step your left foot back behind you. Drop the knee, point the foot. Heavy hips, heavy chin if that feels good. So we've got the right leg forward. It's going to be a wild ride. Come on up, hands to your knees if that feels good. Reach arms overhead, strong in the legs, and then take a dip over to the right side, body stretch. I love this. Circle around and forward to a half split. Get a little halfway lift, breathe in, and fold forward. Keep the front foot flexed. Any little wiggles that serve you here, let them happen. Now we really just kind of dive right into this one today, so take care of yourself along the way. Get a halfway lift. We'll bend into the front knee, plant the hands, back toes tuck, and we'll spin right into warrior one from here. Back foot drops, arms high overhead, maybe palms press. Back foot's at an angle. Try to find that front knee coming toward the idea of being stacked over the front ankle. Let's humble warrior. Find the knuckles, lift the heart up, and fold forward. Rise back up, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Roll the shoulders up, drop them down the back. Front palm flips, reverse your warrior, reach back. Cartwheel, two hands down, frame the front foot, pause. Three-legged dog behind you, right leg rises. Let's go right to it. Bend the knee, open up the hip. You can stay here or we'll flip the dog. Right foot lands. I left my arm reaching overhead. Ground the feet down and bloom the body up. Eyes down, hands down, back to three-legged dog. Knee comes forward, think eagle legs. Right leg wraps over. We're taking side plank with eagle legs. It's a bit of a tricky one. Maybe you can complete the wrap all the way around. Maybe you're like, what is happening? Untangle, three-legged dog. Good. Knee into your chest up between your hands. Arms rise up, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Not here for too long. Take your right arm back for an open twist. Stay here or exalted warrior. Tip it back. Right hand finding the back of the thigh or maybe the knee. Steady, steady. And we'll to the back of the mat, Skandasana surfer squat. So the right leg is straight. Stay upright if that feels nice. We're not going to be here for too long. Hands at heart center. Look for the top of your mat. Dig deep. We're coming into warrior two. Yes. Flip it and reverse it all the way back. Find extended side angle. I'm going to start with my forearm to the thigh, top arm slicing long overhead. And then take the hand to the floor on the inside of the foot. Yeah, keep integrating the ribs. And from here, we'll stand all the way up. Turn the toes forward, arms up tall. We'll change warrior 2, back of the mat over the left foot. Cartwheel the hands down, low lunge. And from here, we'll dive forward, standing splits. Right leg rises. You can hug yourself a little deeper if that feels good. And toes kiss, think halfway lift. Good, empty and fold. Utkatasana, chair pose, sit down, arms rise up. Hands gather at heart center. Inhale, new breath, and twist to the right. Good, hooking left elbow up and over. Press into the palms, sink the hips low, wrap the eyes up. Get one more little crack. And forward fold. Find a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Soften the knees, rise all the way up, arms overhead. And we'll eagle the right arm underneath. And we'll just cross the right leg up and over so the pinky side edges of the feet are kissing, 2 feet on the floor. Try to wrap your tailbone beneath you and enjoy the stretch in the shoulders and the weird balance on these crossed legs. Open the arms to a cactus and untangle yourself. Shoop, we just turned back to face the front of the mat. Forward fold, we're at the back of the mat. Still with me? Halfway lift. Padangustasana, scoop up the big toes with peace fingers and thumbs. And roll the shoulders around, take care. Halfway lift, left hand to the hip. Stand up and bring your right toes with you. Utthita Hasta Padangustasana, extended hand to big toe posture. Maybe you meant to say extended hand to knee. Take it out to the side. Maybe dare to change your gaze out over the shoulder. Whoop, little balance check. Come on back to center. Leave the leg, arms up, and then dive airplane. So we're at the back of our mat. We're taking up a little bit of off-mat space for a moment here. Good. Reach for the floor. Walk forward, forward, forward. You're in 3-legged dog with your right leg up. Eyes forward, here comes a bend and a snap. Jump your left foot to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, right toes down behind you. And we'll just walk our torso over to the back of the mat. So we're setting up triangle pose on our right side. Right toes pointing straight forward. Left foot parallel to the mat. To edge behind you and reach high. So good. Eyes down, keep the legs as they are and walk your hands over right beneath your shoulders. Right hand grounds, left hand to the hip. Give into that groin stretch. Left arm straight up to the ceiling, or you can let it start to fall open even more, really stretch the chest. Or if you like, internally rotate the shoulder, catch that right pocket and push it back, get a little half bind. So delicious, this one. Untangle. And turn all the toes to the side, drop the head. Halfway lift. And forward fold. Here's Prasarita Padottanasana A. Hands like Chaturanga. You can stay here or join me in tripod. I'm raising my legs out to a straddle. And sticking with the theme of around the world, we're going to move this. I'm going to think right leg forward in front of my face. I'm just shifting the straddle from side to side, back through center. Then I'm going to think left leg to the front, right in front of my face. And back to center. Legs can close all the way up. Complete that line. And straddle your way back down. Lower nice and carefully. Good. Get a halfway lift. And pivot yourself to the top of your mat. Now we're in a lunge over the left foot. Disappear your left leg behind you, 3-legged dog. Here comes a handstand. Look forward. Bend and Snap. You can keep working jumps, or if you manage to catch some air, hold on to it. Maybe you seal the legs all the way up tall overhead for a few moments. Just remember to come down the same way you went up. That'll be right foot lowering. Nice. Toes kiss. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees, roll the shoulders up to bring you to standing. Soften them down. There's Tadasana. Breath in. Breath out. Hands at heart. Breathe in. Reset. Second side. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Empty it out. Forward fold. Halfway lift, you make space. Frame the feet. This time we'll step right foot back behind us, lunging over the left leg. Drop the knee, point the foot. I like to work flat palms and straight arms here, heavy hips and a heavy chin, but of course you take what works for you. Stay down or take hands up to knees. Find a tall spine, strong legs, arms overhead, get length. And then tip it over to the left, gaining length in the side body. And then my favorite, circle your way forward into your half splits. Inhale, think halfway lift, flip the tailbone out, and fold, Ardha Hanumanasana. Halfway lift. We'll bend into the front knee, back toes tuck. Make your way into warrior one from here. Strong legs, arms rise. Now guys, I have a confession to make. I forgot humble warrior on this side, so feel free to sneak it in. Otherwise, I am going to accidentally open up straight to warrior two. My bad. Roll the shoulders up. Soften them down the back. Flip the front palm, reach forward, up and away, reverse. And cartwheel, 2 hands down, pause. Left leg behind you, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Stay or flip dog, landing softly as if someone was continually keeping your hips elevated. Eyes down, return the hands down, back to your 3-legged dog. Here comes that eagle side plank. Come forward, wrap left leg over. Left hand takes the weight, right arm starts to rise. Maybe you can complete the foot wrap. And 2 hands down, untangle, 3-legged dog. Bring it through, step forward, rise up, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana, back heel tall. Left arm sweeps back, open twist, stay, or I'm a little teapot backwards, exalted warrior, as I've heard it called. And here comes the fun part. She lands in surfer squat, right leg bent, left leg straight toward the top of the mat. Hands to heart, look forward, dig deep. Ready, set, warrior two. Awesome. Flip and reverse, back dive. Extended side angle, come forward, Uttita Parshva Konasana. I started again here, forearm to thigh. Look at that line, so straight. And then, so we see how when we take the hand to the floor, the hips have to go lower. So only when you feel ready for that, of course. What a slice. Nice. We'll rise back up through warrior two. Straighten the legs, toes point forward, arms up for a moment. Warrior 2 to the back of the mat over your right leg. And just cartwheel your hands down to a low lunge. Here comes standing splits. Shift forward. Now it's right foot down, left foot up. Maybe you're hugging it in a little deeper. And toes kiss, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend the knees, sit down, arms rise. Hands to heart center. Big breath in. Go twist it out to the left. Hook the right arm up and over. Press into the palms. Get your butt lower than your hips. Lower than your head. Spin, spin, spin. Crack, crack, crack. And forward fold. Good. Halfway lift, just get some length back. Forward fold. Soften the knees. Reach and rise all the way up, tall mountain. This time left arm, eagle wraps under. And we'll just cross the left foot up and over, standing on 2 feet. Pinky side edges of the feet touching. Scoop your butt beneath you and feel strong here. Cactus the arms, open the chest. We'll lift the heel, spin over the right shoulder to untangle. We're at the back of the mat. Open heart. Bring that into soft knees and a forward fold. Halfway lift. And this time we'll Padahastasana, 2 hands underneath the feet, digging around. Soft knees as much as makes sense for you. Try to release the back of the neck, the head. Yeah, jiggle, wiggle, bounce. Halfway you lift. Find your left big toe, right hand to the hip. This time we'll stand up and bring the left leg with us for Utthita on the second side. Try to keep working that left shoulder back. Good adjustment. March. And then as you're ready, take it out over to the side, keeping the gaze as is, or maybe daring to peek off of the right shoulder. Keep that bottom big toe nailed down. Close the eyes and the leg back forward. Arms high, sweep it back behind you. Dekasana, airplane for a moment. Try to square those hips off. Yeah, rotate those toes down, back behind you. Lift the chest. And then creepy crawl your way forward into a 3-legged dog. Look forward. Here's a bend and a snap. Right foot jumps forward. Back toes land. Think halfway lift. And we'll just go for a little walk, walk, walk to the back, 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 so we can triangle over the left leg. Yeah, you can take your bottom hand to the shin. I like to keep it on the floor sometimes, and then grow from the ground up, reach high, and breathe. And here comes the huge overhead circle. Keeping the legs as they are, walk your hands over underneath your shoulders. Left hand stays down, right hand to the hip. Top arm can reach straight overhead or begin to fall back even more to open up the chest, the shoulder. And if you want the most, internally rotate that shoulder. Find the little half bind and push your pocket away from you. Such a great stretch for the groin. And then we'll untangle, spin all the toes in the same direction, get a halfway lift and a fold. We're on second prasarita. I'm going to lace my hands together, get another halfway lift just to get some more length, and then soften the knees a bit to fold. Prasarita C variation. Yeah, movement can be nice. Bend the arms to gently release, halfway lift. And we'll crawl back to the top of the mat over the right leg, low lunge. Now we'll disappear the right leg behind us. Here's our little handstand practice. I'm going to scoot my bottom leg forward a bit first. I'm going to bend and snap it. You can take as many jumps as you like. Hang out with split legs, or maybe join the two legs up overhead. Do your work here. And I'm lowering down, left foot softly compressed to the floor. Toes kiss, halfway lift. Let's fold. Soft knees, roll the shoulders. Exhale, stand. Breath here. And out. Hands at heart center. Inhale together. And empty. Good, let's get down to the ground. Inhale, reach arms all the way up, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Here comes the one and only chaturanga of this class. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, make your way, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog, pull the chest through. Roll it over, up and back, downward facing dog. Breath in, rolling forward through a plank, and we'll lower all the way down to the front body for some back bends. Let's start off in a sphinx. Walk the elbows a little bit forward in front of the shoulders. Feet can be as wide as your mat if that feels good. You can stay there or maybe straighten the arms and turn the push into a pull, finding length instead of compression. Lower on down, arms back behind you. Give your hips a little wiggle if that feels right. We'll set up for locust pose. Let's take the arms right out to the sides like airplane wings. Inhale, rise, because I'm thinking about, planes and traveling and around the world, and where do I want to be on a plane to next? Maybe somewhere. And lower down. Good. Flip your cheek to the other side. You can stick with locust, or I'm going to take some variations on floor bow. Just one big one. Bend the legs, reach around, find the feet. Ready, set, bow. Kick up and back. Find and create that tension. And we'll kick so hard we roll over to the right side. Toes kiss, head is off the floor looking up. Parshva Dhanurasana, side bow. Good, and kick so hard you come back through center. Hit your peak right there. And then tip it over to the left. Toes kiss, head is off the floor looking up. Keep kicking. And kick so hard you come back up through center. Hit your peak at the very top. Nice, and slowly lower it down. You can windshield wiper the legs if that feels right. And plant the hands. Find a fresh upward facing dog. Pull through. Up and back, downward facing dog. So now we get to stretch around the world. Right leg rises. We'll control our descent to our left knee with the right leg high. Cool. Let's reach around with the left hand. Find the foot for tiger pose. Kind of like an opposite dancer grip. I like to keep the eyes long off the top of the mat for balance. Gently release. We'll bring the right foot out in line from the hip, toes forward. Right hand down, left arm high, and then extended thread the needle underneath you. You know I love this one. You're trying to hold on to the bottom foot. You can leave the top arm long overhead, or join me for something funky today. Right arm reaches around your lower back, and then your left arm catches a bind underneath that thigh and tries to find your right wrist, pull your right arm straight. It's kind of like a bird of paradise got drunk and fell over and landed on its head or something. Super cool. Wherever you are, we'll untangle. And like a protractor, draw a circle around behind you with your right leg. Take a peek over your left shoulder. You can walk your hand back toward the leg too. Cute stretch. And come back, 2 hands down. Raise the right leg again, bottom toes tuck. Pull it back up to 3-legged dog. Let's take the big bend and open. And we're setting up for resting half pigeon here. Come on forward. Use your back foot to find length. Sit up nice and tall. Bring all this length with you and land. You get 5 full rounds of breath here, so use them wisely and don't miss out. Lift back on up. Plant the hands. We'll scoot the back foot in a little bit, and we're turning this into half frog. So the right leg kind of goes under and around. And take a little lie down here. Now you can feel free to extend the right leg out to the side if you'd rather it be long. A lot of us are really comfortable like this. It's a really subtle stretch. Just enjoy kind of being belly down for a few moments. Help yourself back up tall. The left hand is going to carve underneath, and we're going to scoot our left hip underneath our right hip and the shoulders underneath each other. Clap your hands together, and then right arm goes up and over, and suddenly you're in a supine twist. So a few moments to situate yourself if that didn't go as planned. Any variation. And from here, we'll keep rolling to our backs. So I'm going to bend my bottom leg. My right ankle kind of catches my left knee in a figure 4. Arms by your sides. Lift the left leg. And I'm going to hold on to the foot and treat this as kind of like a reclined hamstring, Janu Shirshasana, figure 4 situation. Keep working the right knee away from you actively. Chin lower than your nose. And keep having that sensation of sticking your butt out, long lower back. From here, we'll drop the left foot, find the inner arch of the right foot, half happy baby. You can give it as much movement as feels good. Maybe you're making circles with the heel or working to extend the leg straight or whatever it is. Stillness. And plant both feet down. Push the thighs away for just a moment. All right, we're setting up for bridge pose. Ready, set, rise. I'm going to lace my fingers together. Arms straight, really puffing up the chest. We haven't done this next thing in a while. So if you've got your arms laced up, stick your butt out and then actually sit on your forearms here. If you've captured them, you can release your fingers and then roll your butt like right to left, and you'll kind of roll around your forearms a little bit. I don't really know how else to explain it. You got to kind of just see if that's possible on your body, but it feels so good. And gently lift up the hips to release the arms. Take a moment in constructive rest, feet to the outer edges of the mat, knees knocking together. And reach for a full body stretch, arms overhead, legs far, far away, length, length, length. Roll it over to a momentary fetal position on your right side. And we'll sit up sideways. I wonder if anybody remembers this one I call Vogue pose. Right arm is long toward the top of the mat. Lock it out straight. Your legs can be bent or you can go straight in them like a mermaid. Top leg plants. Dance moms this top hand as well. And then think good posture first and then shrug the shoulder up to the ear. Now beware of going too haute couture. No, thank you. We want to keep that shoulder back and then shrug the shoulder up to the ear. So what you should be experiencing is a lengthening, kind of like an accordion, like opening down the right ribs to whatever degree you wish. Let's be dramatic here. Back arm up and overhead spins you back again to, wow, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. And we'll go straight to the other side. Left leg rises, look forward, and control your right knee's descent to the ground. Tiger pose, reach around with your right hand, find your back foot, and kick up and away. Nice. 2 hands down. We'll take the left leg out from the hip, foot flat, toes forward. Left hand stays planted, right arm reaches all the way up. And then go for that extended thread the needle underneath. Hang out here with your arm overhead if you like. If you want to try that bird of paradise that fell over, top arm half bind, bottom arm full binds right underneath. Try to find your left wrist and pull your left arm straight. Cool. Carefully untangle yourself wherever you ended up. Back to 2 hands down. Let's cute stretch it. Swing it behind you over to the right. Looking back, maybe reaching your right hand for your foot. And 2 hands down. Left leg rises, bottom toes tucked. Get yanked up, 3-legged dog. Big bend and open. Yes. Re-extend. Here's resting, half pigeon. Come on forward. Get your length behind you and above you. And bring that forward. 5 breaths in and out. Don't miss a single one. Walk yourself back up nice and tall, preparing for half frog. Back toes tuck in a little bit, and then your left knee out from your hip. Come on down. I made a little pillow for my head and stayed with a bent leg today. Beginning to help yourself up. This time the right hand is going to carve underneath. And just so that we have space when we roll over, we have to scoot in the direction of the left. Hands press, open up, supine twist. Just make it work wherever you ended up. And enjoy the rinse that awaits you. we'll begin to continue to our backs. Left foot kind of catches that right knee for a figure 4. Rest your arms down and lift your right foot off the floor. Feel free to extend it high. Stay there or find something to hold on to. Continue to work that left knee away. Length down the whole spine. And release the right foot down to the floor. Capture the left foot, open up for a half happy baby. Any movements at work, circles, straightening. I like to keep my right hand on my hip there just to make sure that's not going all wacko. Nice. And 2 feet down. Give your thighs a little push. Okay. Speaking of wacko, we're going to take wheel pose. If you remember the exorcist walk arounds that we did back in the Urdhva Dhanurasana, you can give them a try. We're going to come up to wheel pose. So push down and lift up here. Now, if you can stay here, obviously. If you're with me, I'm going to think right leg flips first. Right leg around. Hands stay right where they are. Scoot, 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 scoot. Flip it back to wheel. Now I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to think left foot up and over. Scoot, 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 scoot. As far as I can get, and then flip her back into wheel. If you have no idea what just happened, just tune that out. And we will meet in Supta Baddha Konasana. Feet together, knees apart. Feel free to keep your hands on your belly or maybe roll some wrists around. Chin low. And let your hands land where they want to. Take another full body stretch. Get pulled in all directions. And this time we'll curl over into a fetal position on our left side. Just for a beat. And help yourself up to the sideways. Remember this one? Here's Vogue pose. Left arm is long. Lock it out. Keep the legs bent. Or you can go like mermaid tail long behind you. Plant the top foot for balance. Right arm goes shampoo and dance moms. Good posture, and then just slide down sideways. Thinking shoulder up to the ear. Expanding the ribs. This can be super intense, or this can be very chill. It's totally up to you how far you're willing to push and feel. If it's not for you, go less. Looks cool. Drama in the back arm all the way up and over. Untangle to downward facing dog. Awesome. Breath in. Hand out. All right. Look forward. Walk the hands back about halfway. Nice and wide. We're coming through to a seat. Little scoot. Catch some air if possible and have a seat. Legs long out in front of you, Paschimottanasana, arms up. Feel free to walk your hips back and back and back. Take a fold. We're going through a little sequence here. I'm literally cracking my toes in my closet. I was like, oh, that looks nice. Fold into yourself. Oh, we're going on a journey with this one. Look forward, have a seat. Take your feet mats width distance. Keep walking your hips back, and from here we'll fold again. So it's a little tiny little baby V. Grab onto what you want to. Every inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding more. It doesn't have to be static. Lengthen and rise. Now we'll take the feet off the mat, maybe kind of 90 degrees or so. And then again, dive forward. Here's another place to think about sticking your butt out, rotating the pelvis. Continue to keep the knees facing skyward. Try to combat the urge to let the toes fall forward. And rise back up. And now we'll go as wide as possible. Maybe it takes some scooting forward of the hips as wide as you can go. And then we'll fold forward from here. Now, if this is going well for you, hang tight. I've got two options ahead of us. So the first option, if that wasn't working for you, just come up, gather your knees, cross your ankles, plant your hands, and come to downward facing dog. We'll meet you there. If you're digging this big old straddle, we're gonna come with me and flip through middle splits. So go forward. Keep moving the pelvis forward as the legs start to close behind you. And from here, we'll take a little upward facing dog. And we'll meet our friends back in downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Looking forward, walk your hands back again. We're jumping through one more time. Good. Catch the mirror. And have a seat. Legs long in front of you. Reach your arms forward and slowly control the descent all the way down to your back. Arms by your sides. Straighten the legs. And then lift them up to the sky. You can hang out right here. Or I'm going to do the shoulder stand series. Lift up, catch your hips. Walk your elbows in toward each other, and you're working your hands down in the direction of your shoulder blades to try to go more for a straight line. Feet a little more above the hips than toward the face. Steady breath and steady eyes. No reason to move your neck here. Toes draw a line behind you for plow, halasana. We're going for straight legs and pointed feet. If that's working and the feet are pointed and the legs are straight and the feet are on the floor, extend your arms. You can lace your knuckles together here too, just like we did in bridge. Until the feet touch, just keep holding onto your hips, please. It's a good chance to be honest with yourself. And then we'll slide the knees in toward the ears for deaf man's pose or ear pressure posture, Karnapidasana. If your feet were on the floor before, they're still on the floor here. You still got that bind. Nice. I'm going to bend the arms to now release the bind and plant the hands. Legs go straight again and staying as compact as possible for as long as possible. I'm slowly going to roll all the way down to my back. Good. Starting to sit up. Take the legs forward, setting up Matsyasana fish pose. Hands under the butt. Puff the heart up. Drop the head off. I see two variations. I like the heart high. My head doesn't come down if that's the case. But now I'm going to walk my elbows in a little more and then make it a point to take my head down so that I can find flying fish here. Arms and legs go long. Try to create the same angle. Beautiful. Help yourself down and find the knees. Move your legs around a little bit. And let's find happy baby Ananda Balasana together. I like to hold on to the heels, rock side to side, heavy knees, heavy chin. Hang out here. Or pull left knee toward the pelvis, left heel toward the pelvis, right leg straight. And we'll change right heel toward the pelvis, left leg straight. And then we'll leave the left leg straight and then add the right leg straight as well. So this is the same pancake situation we had earlier, face down. We're just on our backs now. And come on back. Plant the feet. You can push the thighs away if you like. And taking constructive rest once more, feet to the edges of the mat, knees knocked together. You're welcome to stay right here. If you've got a headstand in your practice, let's take that together. We'll come back and meet up with our friends in constructive rest. So we'll start on our knees, placing fingers together, down on the ground. Drop the crown of the head in. Make sure that you've got a grip on the back of your neck, straight legs, and work for the pike press all the way up. Legs straight, long, strong, feet pointed. I'm a sucker for aesthetics, so I like pointing the feet. Steady eyes, steady breath. And if you are chillin', maybe play with closing the eyes. Nice, come down halfway. Legs are still straight and strong, parallel to the floor. You can see the toes if you took a peek. And from here, we'll dip the toes down, doink, and raise the legs all the way back up just for a few more breaths. And slowly pike yourself back down from whence you came. Good. And land in a child's pose. I like to take my hands behind my head here. Shift around a little bit. And we'll come on up. Good, lean forward, cross the ankles, and let's find constructive rest again. Help yourself down. Feet plant, knees knock together. You're welcome to hang out here. Or I invite you to take Supta Baddha Konasana again, feet together, knees falling open. And you can stay here. Or begin to make your way to traditional Shavasana. Legs go long, arms by your side, palms up. Big breath in, big breath out. We'll take a mini Shavasana here. We have some breath work and meditation coming up after Shavasana, so don't go anywhere. I'll bring you back. Shavasana. find some breath again and discover some finger and toe joints, wrists, ankles, hands and feet, maybe the back of your head falling side to side. Full body stretch if that serves you here. Again, long lines. And find your favorite side, little fetal position. Right back where it all began, whenever that was. The first shape we ever made. And taking your very heavy time, begin to help yourself up to an easy seat. You can leave the eyes closed if you'd like, or gently blink them open, but we'll take a few rounds of nadi shodhana, alternate nostril breath. If this is new to you, I'll give you a little mini demonstration. Locate your right hand thumb and pointer finger. We'll use the thumb to block the right nostril when we breathe in and out of the left, and we'll use the pointer finger to block the left nostril when we breathe in and out of the right. So I'll show you what one round looks like. Use your thumb, cover the right, inhale through the left, cover the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, cover the right, exhale through the left. And that is one complete round. Yeah? If you get lost, it's cool. Just do your best. I'll talk you through it. We'll be taking 10 full rounds together. Locate your hand, just a breath in, exhale. Cover the right, inhale left, exhale right. Inhale right, exhale left. That's one. Inhale left, change, exhale right. Inhale right, change, exhale left. That was two. Inhale left, change, exhale right. Inhale right, change, exhale left. That was three. Inhale left, change, exhale right. Inhale right, change, exhale left. That was four. Inhale left, change, exhale right. Inhale right, change, exhale left. That was five. Inhale left, Change, exhale right. Inhale right. Change, exhale left. That was 6. Inhale left. Change, exhale right. Inhale right. Change, exhale left. That was 7. Inhale left. Change, exhale right. Inhale right. Change, exhale left. That was 8. Inhale left. Change, exhale right. Inhale right. Change, exhale left. That was 9. Last one. Inhale left. Change, exhale right. Inhale right. Change, exhale left. That was 10. Nice. Together, just take a big breath in. And let it go. Move it around. Roll the head. Rediscover your seat. Find your hands, rub them together, create a little bit of heat. Take your left hand to your lower belly and right fingertips just on the floor right next to you, and find a moment of connection to this earth. I love the image of going all around the world, hearing different music and appreciating, respecting, and marveling in other cultures and peoples, knowing that we're all inhabitants of this one world. Connect to yourself, connecting with the world. Find hands together at heart center. Big breath in. Big breath out. Thumb knuckles float up to third eye center and acknowledge yourself in this world. And take a bow. Nice job, guys. Yay! Thank you so much for being here with me. Oh, it feels so nice to move. I don't know about you. Love you guys. Hope to see you soon. And she's off. There she goes. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. If you have any questions, let me know, any feedback. And RIP Humble Warrior on the left. Goodbye.